Hi, this is Dr. Joseph Witt-Doerring with Witt-Doerring Psychiatry. The topic of today's video is what happens after withdrawal from benzodiazepines. Again, breaking this into two groups, we treat some people with uncomplicated benzodiazepine withdrawal, and then we also treat some folks that have protracted withdrawal. So to put aside uncomplicated benzodiazepine withdrawal, typically these individuals, they're done in about 6 months or so, and then sometimes longer, sometimes a little less. It depends on how much their initial dose was. And they may feel residual anxiety from the withdrawal for usually a period of about 3 months to 6 months, but it usually just gradually goes away. And usually by about 6 months' time, they are back to their baseline. That may still be some residual anxiety, but most of the withdrawal symptoms have gone away. So putting that group aside, we're now going to talk about the folks who have complicated symptoms, protracted withdrawal, the tinnitus, the sensory disturbances, the severe muscle pain and aches, the significant anxiety and depression. So what does it look like for those individuals? And typically what we have seen in our practice so far is that we will finish our taper with someone who is still maybe having these waves of symptoms occasionally, and then after they stop the medication, they will continue to have waves, sometimes for a period of months to maybe a year or so afterwards. Usually all of them trend in the direction of improvement, and the symptoms tend to get better over time. There's less waves of significant symptoms, and generally they're just feeling a lot better than when they were on the medication. Now, there is a spectrum of patients, and if you've spent any time on websites like benzobuddies.org or Surviving Antidepressants, you may have heard some stories about some individuals who still have significant problems years later, 5, 6 years later. And I won't lie, there are some patients that have those problems, but they are far fewer than the majority of other patients who, even if they are having tinnitus, muscle pains, all of these symptoms that go along with a neurological injury, they do tend to continue to improve, and they are doing a lot better as time goes on. Eventually, we never hear from them again. They've kind of graduated, and they're doing really well. And it is fairly common to still have some residual symptoms in say the year or the year or two after you've finished your taper from protracted withdrawal. But what we really see in our patients is that they've grown so much in their resilience and their ability to handle those symptoms. Nearly all of them are living fairly normal lives and able to keep up with their responsibilities and their work. They may still have some tinnitus, they may still have muscle pains, but they're functioning really well. And yes, so what I would summarize this is to say that after you finish your withdrawal, your symptoms may not be entirely gone, but by and large, it is very likely you're going to be feeling significantly better. And if you do have some of those residual symptoms, you are much better equipped to handle them. And so I hope that this video is helpful for those who are thinking about, what is my life going to look like when this is all over? The short answer is a lot better, by and large, for the vast, vast majority of people. So keep up the good work. Thanks.